Welcome back, guys. So this is the good time to talk about the objects in the Unreal Engine. What is meant by object in the Unreal Engine? Before that, let's say we have a simple object here which I dragged one time. But what if I drag it for more than one time, like two, three times? Here, here. Okay, you can automatically see that the number two is added as the suffix to that object name. I mean our blueprint name. Here you see the suffix will be added with an incremented value. Alright, but how this is happening? Because we know that this is the blueprint. If, let's say if this was a simple object, then how the engine will understand this? Which one is really simple object? So this is where the mechanism starts kicking off, where the object is the answer. Now we will get into the action. Alright, so now what is meant by the object is they are the same blueprint of simple object, but you can consider them as the different version, guys. That's all. For example, here we see this is the simple object 2, simple object 3. Each is having its own variables, right? We can alter those variables, we will see that. But before that, how the Unreal Engine will understand this? Here we see that I'm going to give the right click and I'm going to type self. Self means we will see that in the lot of the places, right? Self means the same blueprint, same object, not only the blueprint, it's mean that same object. All right, so my blueprint is now getting more and more dirty. So in the upcoming lectures we will talk about how to organize them. Okay, all right, now let's get into the main topic. Here I'm dragging the node and I'm going to type get object name. So can you guys able to understand what kind of function is this? Can you guys able to guess it? So we can have, I can give you 5 minutes, sorry, 5 seconds. Can you guys able to guess it? What kind of function is this? Obviously, it's a pure function. Okay, so that's why it doesn't have input execution pin, neither output execution pin. Okay, guys. So now let's go. This is going to return a string value. We already know we have a print string node. So I'm going to control D, duplicate, and then I'm going to drag and drop here, and I'm going to just use the begin play event to power up this print string node. So I'm going to just display the name and the green color. Alright, compile, and I'm going to click play. So now you guys can clearly able to see here the names are totally different. Okay, the duration is very small. Let's make it for 30. So now you guys can clearly able to see there is a subtle difference between the object name, which means, hey, I only give the simple object. What is meant by that CUAID and 047, etc., etc. Also, you can see the task numbers also varying, right? So this is how the engine will understand, because it knows that these are the simple object blueprints, object version. Okay, the engine will understand this, guys. All right, so now what is the use of classifying them as the object? So now there is no confusion like which one is going to interact with what. All the things you are seeing in the game world, you can call them as the object. Okay, this cube, this is an object. Yes, what is this exactly? It is a static mesh actor. Okay, if I drag and drop here, guys, you can see in the outliner window it is the static mesh actor. If I click on this one, this is the player start actor. If I click on this, you can see it's a skylight. Okay, if I click on even the text, that is the text render actor. So each and everything, or we can call them as the object. So if I need to communicate between two object, then now we have a proper way that, okay, I need to communicate with what? this object needs to communicate with this object. So this is now very good because we know that it is not perfect to say that okay, a simple object needs to interact with the static mesh actor. No, it is not meaningful, right? Because connection between two blueprints, it's like it is not meaningful. So we can create an object and we can start making our own connections. All right. Now we are going to get the player character here. This is the third person character which you will get spawned in the game right here. Okay, I will show in the viewport. Okay, this is here. Maybe uh, just for fun, we will try to change the mesh and we will try to change the material to the blue. Oh, that looks bad. Maybe we can change it like this one. Oh, that looks more bad. Okay, I wish to keep it as red color. Nothing happens. Okay, it's a red ranger. All right. So I just keep it here. Now if I start playing that, you can see here the character material is now changed. Actually, the change is applied to this particular object, right? It is not applied to the blueprint. So it's very hard to understand the concept at the beginning, but if you start progressing, you guys can able to easily grasp the concept. All right, guys. All right. So now I'm going to get this character. Okay. There is a health variable for this character, right? Now I am going to make this simple object to access the health variable inside the third person character. So without knowing what is meant by third person character, how should we tell that what is meant by health variable? Okay, it is, if you start creating the health variable here, then it is meaning that this is the health of this simple object. Okay, but I need this character health. Let's print it out. All right. So we need to really fix this down. This looks very messy. We will talk about what is meant by collapse graph in the upcoming lecture. Okay, let's go, guys. So um, I'm going to use the okay. We cannot give the input here. That is not legal. Let's say I can have even begin play. So what I'm going to do is there is a special function called throughout the this is exclusive for the blueprint. Okay, in the C++ version of the Unreal you need to add some include files and that could be you need some, I mean comparing to the C++ it's very easy to get the third person character in the blueprints. So here I'm going to right click and type get player character. There you go. Here you can see this is also a kind of a pure function, but this one has the input parameter as well as output parameter, not the execution pins. So here it is meaning that player index 0. So what is meant by player index 0? So this means that what is the player controller? So this is the concept that we need to deal with the multiplayer and completely out of our scope. This is the kind of advanced concept. But the thing here we need is return value. We can see here what is it mentioning? Character object reference. Okay, it will give the object. What is meant by object? This one, which is going to get played in the window in the game world. This one we will call it as object, not the blueprint. Okay, and one of the most famous and one of the important node in the Unreal Engine blueprint is cast. Okay, cast. I am going to cast to what? BP third person character. Alright guys, if we're going to drag and drop here, it will expect the, it is the impure function, so it needs the input execution pin as well as output execution pin is also there. um, Compile. So now you can see here we have the object reference. Here you can right click to you can see here the option like promote to variable. Okay, you can keep the reference to the variable. We will talk about that later. We will talk about that a little bit later. Now I'm going to just print string. I'm going to just print string, and then I'm going to, sorry, I'm not going to display the name. I need the health variable. So get health. Here we go. If I start 100 is my health variable. Okay, I'm going to give the duration as 15 at least. 100. You can see the top left screen, guys. The character value is 100. Okay. So this is the common way of referring to the third person character. It's very easy. But what about the other object? Let's say here we have the static mesh actor, right? But how could we able to reference that? So that's the art of making the blueprint communication. Okay, which is a good topic to discuss. And we will talk about a lot of the different things in the Unreal Engine with the topic. So the concept will get intermediate level. Okay, so slowly we are getting our going to keep our hands on the intermediate concept. All right guys, I hope now you guys can get the idea about what is meant by object. So in the upcoming lectures, the object is the very important one. So if you guys can't understand, you can refer to the Unreal Engine documentation as well and rewatch the video. And then I forgot to tell one point that we have the variable, right? Promote to variable. What this will do? What is meant by variable? So objects are variable? Yes, objects are not variables, but it can be taken as the variable. I mean promote to variable. There you go. Here you see that this is the player character. So this is the player character. So now you guys, what is the data type now? The data type is not going to be the normal data type. It's going to be the BP third person character. Alright guys. So now if you have guys have the reference, then if you guys have the reference, then set the execution pin here. The connection sequences. We are almost using only the print string node. Yes, I know it looks kind of but it's a good way to quickly go through all the concept with the help of the print string so that you can able to quickly see the result. Okay, it's not that much of complication, and um, better we can see the things that what is the actual definition of those things, so it's very easy way. Okay, so in the next 4 to 5 lectures we will start making our own project. Okay, our first mini project with the Unreal Engine. There we will see a lot of the visual treat things. Alright guys, so here I wish to tell you guys one thing that what is meant by cast file? What is meant by casting first of all? So casting means it will give you the character object reference, but we are not sure that it was the particular kind of object that we have in our game world. So that's what we are trying to use the cast. Okay, so this is the meaning of cast. Once again I am saying that, so this node will give you the player character, but we are not sure that this is the character object that we actually had in the game world. So that's why we are using the cast node. and then we are trying to access the values. Okay, so that's all guys. That's all about the object. In the next lecture, the casting, but before, sorry, one more point I forgot to tell. Casting is the very costly operation. Okay guys, for example, this begin play will get called only one time, so it's not, it's bearable. Okay, but you can't use the cast in the tick. Okay, so this is the very bad practice and we should not do that, because casting is the very costly operation, computationally expensive, so we should not use the cast with the even tick as much as possible. Almost in the Unreal Engine, we have other indirect communication as well. Remember, we have event dispatches. So this topic we didn't cover it. So this is the next topic to give how to overcome the cast with the help of the event dispatches. So let's get this over, guys. We will talk about that in the next lecture. Thank you so much, guys.